Hello everybody, Treno here, and today we're going to be looking at the new M36B2 that is coming to War Thunder in the Drone Age update. Now, this is actually coming to two nations, the Americans and the French. So with the Americans, it is just after the M36 GMC and before the T95 at 5.7. We'll go over to the French. It will be just after the ARL-44 and just before the CA Lorraine. And both the M36B2 and the CA Lorraine are going to be 5.7s. So first of all, we're going to look at what is basically the same between these two vehicles. And they basically both have the same ammunition. Now, the ammunition on the B2 is better than the ammunition on the M36. So the B2 starts with a T33 shot with 160mm at 500 meters. For all penetration is going to be for 500 meters, 0 degrees, just to stop me repeating myself. And if we go to the M36, it has an M77 shot with 148mm. So only about 12mm difference there, but you know, it's still better than nothing. And we see the same with the M82, 171mm versus 159mm for the M82 on the M36. So again, only about 12mm difference, but you know, better than nothing. And the big change that I really don't like, but that ship has sailed a long time ago, that is basically Heat FS shells at 5.7, which I've never particularly understood that decision because it basically means that all heavy tanks are just redundant. Like, there's no reason to pick a heavy tank when you can just take a medium tank. But like I say, that ship has sailed a long time ago. Now, compared to the M36, the B2 is a little bit slower. 25 miles per hour forward, and I think 3.2 backwards. Yeah, 3.2 backwards versus 26 forward for the M36, and I believe 3.4. Yep, 3.4 backwards. And for the most part, these vehicles are pretty much the same. The big difference that people will notice straight away is the inclusion of these roof-mounted armour plates, but they're not really going to make that much difference because they're only about 6.5mm. In some places, you've got two armour plates, but again, that's only going to be about 12mm, and pretty much everything's going to be able to get through that. And it's not even a full turret, it's just literal roof bits. So if you're at a bit of an angle on a hill or something, you could still get the loader and the gunner, maybe the commander. So while it is good we've got them, I don't think it's going to make any difference whatsoever. And also, there's something rather wrong with the M36B2. You see, it has a 50 caliber machine gun, which is fine for the Americans. They all have 50 caliber machine guns. However, they seem to have got it the wrong way round because the French vehicle has two machine guns. Now, admittedly, one of them's a 30 cal, but the fact that the French version has more machine guns than the Americans, I mean, I'm pretty sure the Japanese one doesn't have two machine guns. Yeah, Japanese one only has one machine gun. So, obviously something terribly wrong has gone on here. Perhaps the French are just trying to out-American the Americans. And also, weirdly enough, they seem to have the faster vehicle, because this can go up to 27.1 miles per hour forward and 3.5 miles per hour backwards, and 582 horsepower at 2,100 RPM. And for the same RPM on the American one, it's only 363. So, not sure what's going on there. Now, unfortunately, I don't have these vehicles unlocked, so I'm not able to test drive them, so it's going to be just a very basic analysis today, but just thought I would have a look at it while I was on the dev server. I will probably play these vehicles at some point, but it's going to be just when I unlock them, and they're not really a priority at the moment, but it is good that they are coming in. I mean, perhaps the B2 in the American tree could have been folded with the regular M36, but it's not the end of the world that it's not, and either way, it is good to have this vehicle in the game. So that's it for the dev server today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.